Many of the estates in Lagos today, you hear Jack on the estate, Jack on the estate, Jack on the estate. How was Jack on able to do it? So what we need to do is this. Anytime you are doing mass housing, there are mass benefits, mass discounts to mass housing. I can guarantee you that everybody in Lagos can become a landlord as long as they are able to afford some level of money for a period of time. Who are the people that qualify? Anybody that does not have any house anywhere in Nigeria. If you already have land anywhere in Nigeria, that is your own land, you cannot qualify. You must have a job. Once you earn salary from a job, we are now going to say this house, to finish it was how much? Let's say we finish it with 15 million. Whatever you are earning, 30% of your income is what you will be paying until you finish paying. Then we discover you have lied. We are collecting the house and you are going to 20 years imprisonment. Once you do that, 5,000 families will own a house in 1 year. We can do that in 10 years, 50,000 families own the house.
Hello, everyone. Thank you once again for joining us on Ask the Guru, your tough questions on real estate. And this is part 4. Yes, if you're just joining us for the first time, we've had 3 parts before this on your real estate tough questions. And you can always check that on our YouTube as CSTV Global and on Instagram at my CSTV Global and on Instagram also at Madiba Global. My name is Precious Ochiagha, and with me for the 4th time in a row is the common sense guru himself, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
I need to start charging now. Appearance fees.
We are so honored. 4 times back to back. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, how are you doing today? How has it been?
I'm good. I'm good.
The real estate business.
The feedback has been phenomenal, and it just shows that people are willing to learn. And it's good that we're able to make this available for people. So I just hope that people will go back and watch all the previous episodes that we've had, and then they'll begin to act upon it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Today we have questions because the last episode was very, very informative. There was so much to take away from the last section. Even I learned so much from the last part. So please do well to go back and check again.
It's that time of the year again when we have good news for you. We have major locations available and we're offering 50% promo in what we call the Christmas Has Come Early promo. Are you in Lagos? Are you in Ogun State? Are you in Abuja? Are you in Uyo? Or are you in the diaspora and you like to invest in land? Then Genesis Estate Abuja is 6 million naira per plot and we're having a 50% promo for 3 million. This promo is all inclusive of land, documentation, and developmental levy. And you have just 90 days to make payments once you plug in. Listen, this is an opportunity you cannot afford to miss. So call the numbers on the screen, get in touch with us, and let's send all the documents to you so that you can do your due diligence and plug in. Because this decision you're going to make right now will be one you will testify about in 2025.
So I will just start from where we stopped at the last session. While we were rounding up, we talked about the Abuja property and the Dimo property. So that's the land in Abuja. And you mentioned R of O, but for others it has been C of O. So can you tell us the major difference between the C of O and the R of O? Okay,
well, I think it's really about jurisdiction because in the south, and we have what we call the C of O, which is Certificate of Occupancy. But I don't know whether it's just in that part, but Abuja, Nasarawa, Niger, and some parts of that region, they issue R of O, which is a right of occupancy.
Okay.
So when you have the right of occupancy, then you can now still go ahead again to now do C of O.
Oh, so if you have R of O, you still need C of O?
Sometimes they require you to now go ahead and do C of O again.
Okay.
But sometimes that's already enough. The R of O is enough for whatever you need to do. So it depends on you and what you want to do. So
okay, so just like you said in the last episode, we said that the C of O lasts for 99 years.
Yeah.
So the R of O, does it have a tenure too? Is there a time limit for it?
Wow, that's a good question. I have to check and verify that I've always just thought, well, C of O is 99 years, but I will need to check and verify that, but I think it's the same thing. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, no problem. Moving on from that question, we have a question that says, what financing options are available for real estate development projects, and how can investors access capital? Yeah,
Okay.
amidst the lending conditions that we have.
Well, when it comes to real estate, you can either use your own money, which is your personal savings, or you can collaborate with other people, which is what we mean when we spoke about, we spoke about fractional ownership at one point.
Yes.
So you can do that. And when you do that fractional ownership, it means that few of you can come together and put resources together.
Yeah.
Then you can get a loan. You can do cooperative loan. So you can get a loan through cooperative. And, sorry, I was just trying to check. It's 99 years.
Okay, it's 99 years.
RFO, yeah,
Okay,
it's the same
RFO
thing.
is
Yeah.
99.
So this is the RFO for the Abuja. I was just checking now. So it's 99 years. So,
Okay.
So that's why once you have the RFO, you don't really, but sometimes some people now say they still want to process CFO. But RFO,
Okay, so wait, I just want something funny just dropped in my mind. So if you have your RFO and then you go ahead to do your CFO, and your RFO is like 99 years, but the CFO you used 50 years, so you have 49 years. So how do we?
but at least now that I have checked, it's 99 years old.
So even if my CFO have said I've used half of the time,
No,
and
but
I
there's
still
no
have
CFO.
RFO.
RFO comes first.
And yeah, okay.
For like this part of the country now, like I had to quickly check. That's what I was checking.
Okay.
So to check our RFO, and I saw that it's 99 years.
Yeah, so I was asking because you said sometimes if you have the RFO, you can still go ahead.
Yeah, that's in that part of the world, because I know that RFO is what we have, and I know that I've heard somebody say, Pastor, you can still do CFO now, and I'm like, what's
Why
do I have that? This one is okay, so that's
because nobody in Nigeria has become very tricky. Somebody can say, my CFO still remain, or my RFO still has so many years more. So the next question says, how do security concerns and...
So before I check, we're talking about options.
Okay, yes,
so
okay,
they can get loan and they can do mortgage.
Okay.
Yeah, there are mortgage
in Nigeria?
banks. Yeah, there are mortgage banks and mortgage institutions in Nigeria that can give you mortgage if you have a good job and you're able to pay. So they can also do mortgage. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a loaning option. Yeah. So the next question says, how do security concerns and geopolitical instability impact real estate investment in certain regions of Nigeria?
Come again. That's English is too
Even me. So how do security concerns, one by one,
security concern,
geopolitical instability impact real estate investments in certain regions of Nigeria?
Okay, so now I like the way you coined that, because that's why I wanted you to break it down.
One by one.
Why? Because you talk about security, geopolitical instability, and you talk about in certain region. Because some regions don't have that.
Yeah.
So any region where any of those two things exist, real estate is suspended. For instance, now, for somebody to say he wants to go and invest in Ukraine now, see, there's one powerful real estate company. They are selling land in Ukraine. You are fooling yourself. Oh, they just started this layout in Gaza. It's a very powerful one near Palestine. It's fake now. Not because real estate is bad, but because of crisis. People are thinking of how to survive. You are talking real estate. So anywhere there is war, anywhere there is instability, anywhere there is unrest, real estate suspended. It's the one you have bought before.
Okay.
That makes sense. You just keep it and know that after the war, you will now know what to do. But to be buying at that point, except you are someone that, understands some things. Because for somebody like me now,
yeah,
if somebody offers me land in Ukraine now, I will buy. If I can afford it, because I understand war will not be forever. Do you understand? So, and as long as the money I'm going to use is my disposable income, not my capital. Just and I use that money that I can afford to lose. I'll put it there and whenever they finish the war, we'll gather again. So, but anytime there is instability and unrest, real estate is suspended in that region.
Okay. This next question says, what innovative solutions can address the affordability crisis and shortage of housing in Nigerian urban centers? Let's take Lagos.
Government involvement and collaboration with private sector. So I'm going to give you an example. It has been done before and it can be done again. Many of the estates in Lagos today, you hear Jakonde Estate, Jakonde Estate, Jakonde Estate. How was Jakonde able to do it? So what we need to do is this. Anytime you are doing mass housing, there are mass benefits, mass discounts to mass housing. Everybody in the world knows that if you are buying one thing, you pay. If you are buying 20, you pay less.
Yeah.
Because you are buying more, it's quantity discount. So now, if government wants to do it, I can guarantee you that everybody in Lagos can become a landlord as long as they are able to afford some level of money for a period of time. When COVID came, do you know how many billions that billionaires brought out? They gave billions just to help people. There are people in this country that can be willing to say, okay, for me to help 1,000 people to own a house, I can sow a seed of 1 billion to join government. So what we need to do is this: government involvement and partnership with private sector. So how do we do it? Number one, we look for new areas. Forget all this. There are many forests. Have you traveled from Lagos to Ibadan and see all the bushes? Have you gone to Ekpe? Have you gone to Badagry and see bushes everywhere? There are different places where you can still see hundreds of hectares of land. Go into a brand new area, locate them in 5 different areas like that, and go and do the equivalent of what we have all these Jakonde houses. We go there and do a mass housing scheme. For that mass housing, let the government bring the land, because the people that will buy the house, the people that will live there, they will be paying taxes. They will be paying a lot of money revenue that will come forever. You bring the land out. Then let all those that are good people that say we want to help, let them now put money in central bank. So they are not giving the money out to anybody. They have done that before. This is what I'm telling you now is existing for other aspects of like maybe entrepreneurship. Then that's okay. All the billionaires in Nigeria want to raise 1 trillion. And we want all of you to give and support the less privileged. So 1 trillion, everybody want 1 billion. That's 100 people will be 100 billion, 1,000 people will be 1 trillion.
Yeah.
We have up to 1,000 billionaires that can do 1 billion with ease. They are everywhere. So that 1 trillion is in the central bank. But it is in central bank just for the purpose of domiciling it there. Not that central bank governor or central bank people are the one that will control. No. We will now set up these same people that gave the money. We will now set up a group of people that will manage the money. I'm going to tell you what the money is for.
Okay.
Now, those people, the money, they are going to manage the money. What we are now going to do is this. We are now going to find out these houses that we want to build, how much will it cost for us to build the houses? When we find out how much it will cost, all the line item of the houses, just basic houses, nothing extraordinary, basic. What are the line item? We need cement, we need iron rod, we need windows, we need doors, we need roofing sheets, we need this. We will now find out who are all the companies that are producing this thing in Nigeria. We now call all the roofing sheet company and say, sit down. To produce this roofing sheet, production cost, produce, how much will it cost for you to produce it? They will now tell us, to produce it is 1,000 naira. Okay. Because we are doing this building to help people, and we need 1 billion of this, government is now telling you, go and produce. That 1,000 naira you are selling, we'll put 100 naira on top for you. Your profit will be 100 naira. But the money you will use to produce, take from that 1 trillion.
Oh, okay.
So the government will now agree. So you are giving us cement. So this one now that they are selling cement now, let's say cement is 8,000. We will now ask you, how much did it cost you to produce cement? Forget the bag, forget everything.
Just
the cement is 3,000 naira. Okay. So it's 3,000 to produce, but you are putting profit, dollar, money. So to produce 3,000, we are going to pay you 3,500. It's that time of the year again when we have good news for you. We have major locations available and we are offering 50% promo in what we call the Christmas Has Come Early promo. Are you in Lagos? Are you in Ogun State? Are you in Abuja? Are you in Uyo? Or are you in the diaspora and you like to invest in land? Then Madiba Estate in Uyo is 6 million naira. but we're having a promo for 3 million naira only. This promo is all inclusive of land, documentation, and developmental levy. And you have just 90 days to make payments once you plug in. Listen, this is an opportunity you cannot afford to miss. So call the numbers on the screen, get in touch with us, and let's send all the documents to you so that you can do your due diligence and plug in. Because this decision you're going to make right now will be one you will testify about in 2025. So, and that 35 will pay you up front. So it is not your money, it is God, we giving you money. 35, we don't need it in a bag.
Bring it.
Just bring it in
Bring
the
it here.
bring it. We don't need. Now the money is in central bank. Now they will now approve. The people that brought the money will now say release our money. So it's not, we are putting it in central bank, not for the government to touch, but for them to know that the money is available. So that when we are talking to, is that what they call bank? When you are talking to the company, they will know that look, the money is there. They cannot agree. So by the time you do that, roofing sheet, door, everything, you will now realize that a house that they are calling 50 million with 15 million will finish 3-bedroom bungalow with 8 million, 10 million. And don't forget, it's mass house, we are doing maybe 5,000 of it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, one house that people are buying for 50 million now can come to 15 million per house. So now, remember, government only brought the land.
Yeah.
Private sector that wants to be, foundations, people that want to give. Dangote Foundation, MTN Foundation. It's like you are collecting money from people that are already giving. Access Bank, people, they were already giving billion already.
Before, yeah.
It's not, they are giving billion every year.
Time.
It's not the first time. It's not that because of, so we are now just saying that, okay, you that have been giving billion, the billion you want to give for this 2020 something or for the next 3 years, let's focus it on settling this matter. Before, then when they now do that, so we are talking of 5,000 house unit now, don't forget, don't forget that nobody owns the house yet. We are building.
Yeah.
Okay. We will now say, who are the people that qualify to now own the house? So we can now start by saying, okay, anybody that does not have any house anywhere in Nigeria. So if you already have a house, you are disqualified from that house. So you can't have. It's for first-time home owners, people that have never owned a house in their life. And you will sign. The day we discover you lied, we'll collect the house from you, and it's 20 years imprisonment. No, because those are the things you have to be hard on people. So no criminology. So with that one, everybody that does not have a house before will own a house. Number 2, if you have land anywhere, so I'm telling you who can qualify. If you have houses, you're already in your house, you cannot qualify. If you already have land anywhere in Nigeria, that is your own land, you cannot qualify. So it must be people that don't have house and don't have land. Number 3, you must have a job that you are earning salary in. Once you earn salary from a job, we are now going to say this house, to finish it was how much? Let's say we finish it with 15 million. We are now going to be selling that house for 20 million. And that 20 million, the payment plan is subject to everybody. So you now, if we check you now, we check to say, okay, how much is your salary? Whatever you are earning, because you are a first-time owner and the money came from people that want to help you, 30% of your income is what you will be paying until you finish paying. Wow. So that means if you are earning 30,000, you just pay 9,000 and you own a house. If you are earning 100,000, you just pay 30,000, you own a house. So it's not about its percentage. As long as you have a salary. So you will sign from your company where you are working. They will be paying that 30,000 back into that same central bank account for the next set. So you may pay for 50 years. Somebody else may pay for 5 years. So the day your salary increase from 30,000 to 300,000, it's still 30%. So when you are leaving a company, the company will now say, this person is leaving us. So they will write to us to say you don't have a job. You too will come to say you don't have a job. Why you don't have a job, we'll freeze it. You are not paying. The day you get another job, but the day we discover you have lied, we are collecting the house and you are going to 20 years imprisonment.
Straight.
Without all those additions, fraud will enter.
Nigeria.
Once you do that, 5,000 families will own a house in 1 year. We can do that in 10 years, 50,000 families own a house. We can duplicate that for electricity. All this power, they are talking now. What is in power? It's just corruption and lack of vision. So this thing is not rocket science. You see, as simple as this.
As simple, sir.
Yes. Are you telling me now that there are no people that can give 1 billion? There are people that are already giving 1 billion.
No, it's simple. Like people can give up. No, but I'm talking about the mental to sit down and even deliberate and think about this.
You are with the
common sense guru, because even it's heavy. It's heavy to digest.
There is nothing that they are calling for. It's just people are not ready to do what needs to be done, because either they will do one part, they will not do another. That part of you lie and you go to jail, or that's the part that they will not add. But once you add that one, look, do you know the houses? Government is building houses. I hope you know. Lagos State government is building a lot of houses, but you can't get it.
So who are they building it for?
The person that already has 17 houses. As I'm talking to you, I know people that have 5, 7.
They are the ones that will still.
They will still have another 3 on top. All of them, directors, civil servants, they will share it. They will use their wife to buy, cousin to buy. That is the problem. So the houses are there. So you see, Lagos State governor will go, can they come? They will cut ribbon. We are just 3,500 houses units. They are not lying. They have built it. The thing is there. They have opened it. But who are the owners?
So that means for Nigeria to move forward, for our economy to get better, there is no way we can do it. So one of the easiest ways to do it is for the government and the private sectors to collaborate.
PPP.
But nobody wants to do
Public-private partnership. That's what is done anywhere in the world.
Nigeria, everybody wants their
anywhere in the world. But here now another thing we'll now do, let me even add again. Those companies that are now joining us to sell the cement at 3.5, will now say, for joining us in this, for the next 1 year, you are not paying tax. We'll now give them tax rebates for 1 year.
Wow.
So they will be happy. Different company will be telling you, no, I can produce door. I can produce. They will be jumping to it.
Yes, sir.
I can produce door.
Everybody will beat.
Yeah, no, we do bulb. Our bulb is cheaper. We can give you the bulb for 10 naira.
We even end up getting it very cheap.
Everybody will be.
Please, I want us to share as much as we can. Share to your friends, share on social media, because we need our government to see this, or somebody very influential to take up this, because this is a very, very good innovation if people would actually key into it.
There are so many things that can be done. So many things.
Oh my God. So I just have one more question, because this one is even a lot to swallow. So just one more question for this episode. What strategies can be implemented to promote sustainable development and environmental conservation in the real estate sector?
We still go to public-private partnership, because when it comes to the environment and global warming, climate change, and all the stuff, it's not something that an individual, a company, or a state can even do. It's a global issue. So we need to collaborate with both national and international agencies on that aspect of that. Then when it comes to sustainability, it's still partnership, because whether you are talking of a house, an environment, a road, an infrastructure, only one person cannot do it. So the solution to that is collaboration and partnership.
So if you think you've heard it all, or you think you've gotten so much insight, I just want you to know that there is many more, because for this 30 minutes and we have this much, imagine when you're in the mentorship program for a year. So the last episode, Dr. Olumide let us know that there is a mentorship program at www.olumideemmanuel.org/GRIB for a 1-year mentorship and other packages associated with it for the real estate sector. You cannot know everything from a 30 minutes video. I just want you to know that. So please key into this as soon as possible. So thank you very much once again for joining us, Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. We are always very honored and very pleased to have you here. So once again, my name is Precious Ochiagha, and make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms at my CSTV Global and at Madiba Global on Instagram and on YouTube. See you next time. Bye.